Well, hello, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Let's Play, Write, and Eat, where I'm going to be bringing you plant-based recipes every Wednesday, cooking in a van, tips, tricks for van life eats. So make sure you stick around every Wednesday to see what I'm making. We are currently in the Chippewa National Forest in Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes. And we are at a freaking lake right now, so I'm going to take the food and cook it outside this time over an open fire right next to the lake where we're parked. This spot is amazing. This meal tonight is going to be focused around this lovely beauty, the cauliflower. I absolutely love cauliflower. It's so versatile and it's very hearty. This is going to be the main star of the meal tonight. I'm going to be taking this baby and I'm going to fire roast it whole, and then I'm going to make a dope sauce. That's literally what it's called because I have no other name for it. I made it up. And I'm going to be making fresh pita over the open fire as well. And we're just going to cut that thing up, throw the sauce on, put it in a pita, and eat it like a damn taco. So, I'm really excited about that. So, we're going to get started in a minute. But first, I have to talk about the fact that I did not get an IPA this week. So, I'm very upset with myself. We went to the grocery store and actually forgot. And then we were driving to camp. And it's kind of rural. I got that word right. Rural where we were driving. And there's not a lot of stores to stop at since. So, I couldn't get my freaking IPA. But my friend Shelby that came to visit left one Coors Banquet. So, unfortunately, I like IPAs. I can't get down with the domestic beers. I did in college. I've grown up since then, no offense. But I just can't do it. It just makes me pee a lot. So instead of drinking this while I'm cooking, I'm going to use this in the meal. So this is going to go in the dope sauce. So it's going to be a beer-based sauce that's going to get poured over the cauliflower after it is roasted. I am, however, going to have this last glass of boxed wine that I'm sharing with my wife. It is a lovely Cabernet, and that's all we have. So that's what I'm going to drink, which I love wine. We're going to start with the pita bread dough. It's going to have to rise for like an hour, so I want to get that started. So in the mixing bowl, I just have 1 packet of active dry yeast and 2 teaspoons of organic sugar. And to that, I'm going to add a cup of lukewarm water. Now you have to make sure the water is lukewarm like a bath because it needs to activate the yeast. If it's too hot, it's going to kill the yeast. If it's too cold, nothing's going to happen. So this is lukewarm, about 180 degrees. I don't like baking, but this is like, you know, this recipe is pretty forgiving, so that's the reason that I'm showing you this. This is going to sit in the bowl for about 10 minutes just to let the yeast activate, and it's going to start bubbling like beer. It's going to start fermenting. Okay, so our yeast is looking bae. Look at how foamy that is, y'all. Woo! That's what you want right there, baby. I actually love this smell. You know it's ready when it smells like a brewery. And if you don't drink, it smells like soaked cardboard. So to this, I'm adding about 2.5 cups of AP flour. You can use wheat flour if you want. It is a forgiving recipe. So I don't want to hear from all you bakers. This is how I'm doing it, okay? So it's starting to incorporate. It's beautiful. I love it. Gotta make sure it gets all together nice. So to this mixture, I'm adding a tablespoon of olive oil, about 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and a little bit of turmeric. Turmeric is just because I want it to have a cool color, and I love turmeric, and it's good for you. It's healthy. It's an antioxidant. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. I'm sorry, my wife corrected me. So I'm just putting in there for shits and gigs. You don't have to. If you have it, you can. It makes for a cool color. I'm going to just fold it with the spoon. Again, this is my method. It's a little sticky right now, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of this flour. Sweet. So I'm going to add flour as I need it. This looks like a blob from Ghostbusters. Okay, it's not ready. Don't judge. Make sure you flour your hands, okay? I'm not a baker. I don't want to hear it from any of you guys in the comments. This is how I'm doing it. Look at this thing. So I'm going to need this for about, a few minutes. 4 or 5 minutes. See how it's bouncing a bit? That's beautiful. We're going to set this in a bowl and cover it for about 30 minutes. I make everything up. Okay, so our dope sauce. So it is beer based. So I already got some of the liquid going. I will have the link in the description, obviously, for the recipe and everything that I put in here, so don't fret. Right now in here, I have the Coors beer. I have some liquid smoke, some liquid aminos, some tomato paste, some maple syrup, some Dijon mustard. Believe that's it for now. Oh, and some Marsala wine. Marsala wine is amazing. I put it in a lot of dishes. It's kind of my secret ingredient. If you don't have it, you can omit it, but it will give it a nice kind of sweet, smoky flavor to it. So I'm going to put this in my blender. Now I'm also going to do soaked cashews in this. That is going to give me a very nice creamy texture. And this is a cup of cashews raw. This has beer and Marsala wine in it, so I'm just blending it together. It's going to cook down. It's going to get hot and creamy on the cauliflower. It's still got a little bit of an alcohol taste because that Marsala wine and beer has got to cook out. So hold tight. All right, cool. So we're prepping cauliflower. So I'm taking the stem off. I don't want to break the cauliflower. If you go too deep in the stem when you're cutting, it's going to make the cauliflower fall apart. So I'm just going to go around the edge pretty shallow on the stem and pop it off. And that way the cauliflower stays intact. Cool. So that's where you want her. So this is the fun part. This is where I'm going to incorporate a lot of that flavor. I'm going to just make some slits in the cauliflower all around. Just a little slit like so, a little X. And now we're going to stud it with garlic. There may be some pressure to apply. Pro tip, when you're adding spice, do it from high instead of low. If you do it low, then you're just going to get it in concentrated areas instead of getting it nice and even, okay? So I'm going up from high. Okay, so our cauliflower is ready for the fire. I'm just gonna close her up. So we have our sauce set. We have our dough almost ready to form into pita. We have our cauliflower ready. I need to get the fire started, so I'm gonna do that. But check out this view, y'all. Just waiting for our coals in the fire to get hot so I can roast that cauliflower. Fun fact, I actually used to live in Minnesota for 4 years. I lived in Plymouth, Minneapolis. It has been 17 years since I've been here. So I'm excited to explore and see some stuff. It's going to be kind of nostalgic.
Yeah, I've never been to the state, so it's all brand new to me.
All the lakes.
All the lakes.
It's time to buy our paddleboard.
Right? I can't believe we don't have one yet.
I'll make you one.
Okay.
Alright, so Cauli Bay is going underneath in the fire, in the coals, so it can roast nice, and then I'm going to finish the sauce on the rack. So it's pretty hot right now, but I'm going to rotate it. As it gets down, the coals will be nice and warm. Be perfect. Once the coals get warm and the fire stops, then I'll put my cast iron so we can finish that sauce. Alright, it's been an hour. Let's play ride and see, guys. Oh my God, look at that beautiful thing. Wow. All right. It's still a little sticky, but that's okay because we're going to add some flour on the table and let's roll it out. Get my hands nice and floured. Plop this little boo out. All right, so I'm just gonna knead it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna form this. Probably I can get 6 to 8 balls out of it, so 6 to 8 pitas. It just depends on how large you want them. I mean, you could do just one large one. I mean, I'm not gonna judge it. And these, I'm gonna hand form. You can use a rolling pin, but we don't have one, and I just want them to be rustic. So again, I don't want these to be perfectly round. I want you to have some character in your pita. So you want to see that it's rustic and hand formed. I'm pushing the dough out to the edge, so that way when I put it on the fire, it's a little bit thinner in the middle, so that's gonna cause it to puff up and rise, and that's what you want. So pretty. Looks like an amoeba. So I'm gonna get these all hand formed, and then we will take these to the fire. All right, let's see what we got. Oh my God, y'all. You see this? All right, so now I got the fire going higher heat again. So I'm gonna get my sauce going, cook it down a bit. We're gonna make our pita. We're gonna throw it directly on the grate, and it's gonna go quickly because it's high heat, but that's what you want. That's how you get that nice crispy outside, and hopefully it's gonna bubble up. Let's see. Yeah, baby. That's what we want right there. Oh yeah. So much fun cooking on a fire. We have such a pretty spot. Check it out. Oh, baby. Woo, woo. Y'all, I'm so excited. Let's see, let's get a garlic. Oh, you see that? Gonna rub that garlic on here like butter. All right, so let's put some sauce on there. So I just simmered the sauce on the fire a bit to cook out the alcohol. So it is thick, that's what I want. And I'm just gonna freaking coat this bae. Now you absolutely can put the sauce on and then put it back in the oven for a few moments to really like get it in there, but Abby and I are hungry, so we're just gonna go for it. Oh my God, that's it, man. That's all she wrote. Sriracha is our jam, so I'm gonna add a little sriracha. That's it, baby. Whole roasted cauliflower with dope sauce. Fresh pita over the fire. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Let's Play, Ride, and Eat. Make sure you subscribe and click that bell for notifications so you know what I'm making every Wednesday. Me and Abby are hungry, so we're gonna go eat now. So actually, before we head out, I want to share this beautiful collar that Abby made earlier. We're about to have it for dessert. It is made with some freshly foraged raspberries we got in the Black Hills when we were there, and also some blueberries, and just a really quick oat streusel she made. So, thanks, babe. Oh my gosh. Do you see this? And she made it in the Instapot. That Instapot is amazing. Catch you next time. What's up, guys? Nope. What am I doing? Fuck. Alright. So today, the focus is going to be on this lovely vegetable, cauliflower. So, as vegans eat, So, this baby right here is one of the best, not proteins. Okay, let's start over. Let's try this again.
Just means less wine for me.
Less wine for her. Do you hear her? Get over it.
I'm happy to share with you.
Get over it. So, we're going to start with the pita bread mix. Sorry. So, this is an unforgiving recipe, as I said. So, I'm just going to mix this till it incorporates.
Is it a forgiving recipe or unforgiving? Unforgiving means you can't make a mistake.
You hear the peanut gallery in the back?
I'm just trying. Sometimes you say the wrong word. I'm just trying to help you out.
Okay.
Is it forgiving or unforgiving?
It's forgiving. It's unforgiving. It's forgiving. You can be like, you can mess with it, so it's forgiving. Why are you messing me up? God damn.
It's forgiving. It's a forgiving recipe.
That's what I said!
I said it's unforgiving.
It's forgiving. Whatever. Jesus. Turmeric, and it's good for you. It's healthy. It's an antioxidant. What?
It's an anti-inflammatory.
God damn it. But right now in here, I have that Coors Light beer. Right now I have that Coors Light. A nice, I don't know what I'm saying. Just cut some slits. Cut some slits. So I'm going to have whole garlic cloves. That shit ain't working very well. It's not working very well. Don't be afraid of the fat, baby. You're vegan. Get some fat in your diet. Just watch the sugar and the carbs.
Get handsy with your cauliflower.
Are you jealous, Abby? Oh, take that out. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.